Hi, welcome to another video. I'm in the southeast of Skåne, in a golden eagle territory, and this is a place where I spent 204 days 2025. And what you're gonna see now is a pretty long video. It's from my observations here during all these days, or at least some little part of it. Right now I have one of the golden eagles over me. It's the female. She's 7 years old. The male, her male is over 30 years old. He's been living here with another female for over 3 decades. Have lots of youngsters. My video is over an hour long, so please take it in small parts or look as you want. I'm glad you follow me. Thanks. Hi, I'm at one of my absolute favorite spots in Skåne, just half an hour from where I live. This is golden eagle territory, and in this video I'm gonna show you a juvenile golden eagle growing up. And the nest is, this is a valley, and the nest is over at the other side of the valley in the forest there. From where I'm standing, it's about 900 meters to the nest, so it's far away, but this is the only spot where you can have a little glimpse into the nest between the leaves and branches and stuff. Otherwise, usually I stand over there at the hill, then I'm about 700 meters from the nest, and that's where most of the clips, videos are gonna be taken from. But we start from here, and I have to tell you, 2025 was the first year when I started to film every day, or every time I was out watching birds. So I was a real rookie. I still consider myself as an absolutely amateur, and I only use my common camera and lens. So please have patience. But there's lots of time where the eagles came closer, and you're also gonna meet a lot of other residents from the valley. I hope you enjoy it. A new life is about to begin, and as always it starts with mating. They did that a lot of times. This is in the middle of February, and now we're jumping over quickly to middle of May. The youngster was born in the shift of April and May, and is now like 2 weeks old. It's very far away, and this is how it looks like with 1280 millimeters focal length. But you're gonna be a whole lot closer in a minute. This is what we were all really hoping for. There hasn't been a successful nesting in this south part of the valley since 2018. The old female, she died in June 2024. That was the last time we saw her anyway. But already in August we saw this new female. You see her here coming up in the valley. And they were connecting directly, the male and female. And this was the result of it. So we're all very glad. We're now about 900 meters away, just to be able to see something in the nest. This is a picture I took from there, extremely cropped. And this time is actually the only time I've seen the parents hunt in the valley. They often do that outside to not draw attention to the nest. But I didn't get the video, but this picture anyway. Okay, what we have here? A deer in the nest? No, of course not. But the nest is in a steep hillside up to the ridge, and the deer is standing right behind. So I guess the youngster was pretty surprised. Now let me introduce you to the male. In Swedish, eagle is örn, and we have always called him Örni. So this is Örni, silver Örni actually. He hasn't got any white spots underneath the wings anymore because of his how old he is, but he has a whole lot of silver under it, silver Örni. He's the father of so many youngsters from this valley. One of his daughters, now 11 years old, is nesting in the upper side of the valley, 10 kilometers from here. We call her the princess. The old queen, his former female, died at the age of 37. The first time I was in the valley was in the beginning of the 90s, and I suppose she was the one I saw there by that time. One of the daughters of the queen, as we called her, is Princess, that's now nesting in the upper side of the valley. Örn is a real good father, always protecting. And here we have a picture of the queen. Took it several years ago. But let's have a closer look at Örni. He's a very beautiful male. Not big, but he's been protecting this territory for so long time. He's very experienced. Okay, here is his new queen. We call her Vanilla because of the white spots under her. In the beginning, when she came, she was 5 years old, and there were 2 really white spots under each wing. Vanilla juice. Now we call her Vanilla. She's very big for a golden eagle. She's at least 230 centimeters between the wings. Here she comes with the prey. And now, if you can see it, the youngster has become a little bit older and was very glad to see her. Here he is. We call him Piper because of the landowner of this valley, who made it a nature reserve many years ago, and we thank him a lot for that. So this is Piper. Now he's alone in the nest, eating some leftovers. Here you can see him training his wings. He's doing real good. Now I'm filming from the hill, 700 meters away. In the beginning the female wasn't too fond of coming close to us on the other side of the valley. The male was coming over all the time, and after a while the female saw that we were part of the nature there. Not really, but we were okay. And here we have some other residents in the valley. Some deers walking around, so many of them all the time. This was special. This female deer, she went away into some bush for 20 minutes, half an hour, and then she came out with this little youngster. We call them shade. Okay, some other residents nesting in this valley. This is a honey buzzard, flying around, catching bees and stuff. Very beautiful. And the male, as you're soon gonna see, they have a special behavior when they're trying to impress the female. They're flying up and clapping with their wings. And I haven't got that on a good video, but I want to show you anyway, so that's why I took it into this film. He has a beautiful picture of her. And here's another one with some capture in the claws. Here one of them sitting in the forest. And here's what I told you about. Look at this. Very beautiful behavior. Okay, back to Piper. He's now moved up from the nest up to a branch a little over, sitting there exploring a little bit of the world outside. And this is Piper. One of the first pictures I took of him. And why am I showing this picture so long time? Because now Piper is flying. Look at him. This was such a beautiful moment. He was very nervous in the beginning, but doing great. Immediately he had to notice that there were other residents in the valley. Here's a red kite. And yeah, they weren't always so nice to him in the beginning. But very soon he noticed that he was a very good flyer, because they are. The golden eagle compared with the white-tailed eagle is such a good flyer. They can come up to extremely high speed when they dive. They're very fast in the turnarounds, and he quickly learned. Look at him. But yeah, you didn't really see it here, but the landings not really good in the beginning. Here he is sitting in his mother's favorite tree. We call it the vanilla tree. A new landing, not very safe, but on a small branch, that's okay, Piper. And of course, always one of the parents were watching over him. This is Vanilla, the female. Here we have another very special moment. She's got a little bit of prey in her cloth. Trying to get a good spot over Piper. He understands nothing. He just wants the little bit of meat she got. But this was all a part of the training. This was her Vanilla's first nesting, but a real natural and doing great. And now she dropped it. Piper understood nothing, and Vanilla had to pick it up herself. She didn't give it to him. Probably as a lesson to do better the next time. I never saw this after this moment, but I'm glad I saw it this time. Another resident, Kestrel, eating a grasshopper. You're gonna see a lot of other residents in the valley. This is one of them. They were always very close by. It took a long time before Piper came to our side of the valley. But that was okay, we got big lenses. Here we got Piper. I wouldn't say experienced in flying, but he was doing real good, and he was really trying about this landing. It was so fun doing this film. I became very nostalgic of all the things we saw there last year. This is a dead tree where we enjoyed to be very much. Here is flying around. Never been outside the territory yet. Sometimes the parents left for several hours, but he was enjoying and learning. Now we were really worried. Is he stuck in something? No, I can assure you he wasn't. He was just trying to get up some grass or a plant of the ground. Jumping around for at least an hour. I guess this was his way of trying to catch a prey, or at least practicing. After a while, he really lifted higher and higher up in the sky, took some real big dives. Sometimes he could go up so much higher than the binocular could see, and then just came diving down in extreme fast moving. Here, flying around with his mother. And this, I missed the chase. Vanilla was chasing for a prey down by the stream in the middle of the valley. This is about 400 meters from me up on the hill. And she didn't catch anything. She was sitting there wondering, where did my prey go? It was just here, I missed it. Somewhere it is. I want to find it. I never knew what it was down there by the stream. Lot of animals down by the stream. Otters and smaller martens and stuff. But she was there a few times more. Okay, and of course, lots of the white-tailed eagles. All the time. Vanilla never had a problem. She could chase away 4 or 5 of them at a time. And when it became too much, Ernie was always there as well. So they were protecting their youngster and the territory very well. As you saw before, a whole lot of deers. These ones, I don't remember what they're called. We call them dovhjortar. The little smaller ones. There's also red deer, the very much bigger ones. It's now summertime, and in the late summer, beginning of autumn, the red deers are becoming in heat. So they were showing themselves much more. And Piper trying to pick some leaves, maybe? You better hang on to it, Piper. It was really fun watching him. Flying around, picking leaves from the branches. I guess it was always part of the training. Very beautiful to see. And as I wrote, I was there 204 days during 2025. But not the whole day around. Between 4 to 8 hours, the days I was there. So there was a lot of filming. A very small part of it is what I show you here. Oh, you get a catch, Piper. I've been trying to keep this video to a minimum, and I was wondering if I was gonna do it in several parts, but now I decided to do it as a little longer film. And now Piper is very experienced. All the red kites, he didn't bother. Sometimes it was the sparrowhawk that was very fast. But never any problems. There's a common buzzard as well. No problem for Piper, he's so much faster. This is another resident in the valley, a very beautiful common buzzard. So much white in it. I never got a good video, but I wanted to show you anyway. I got some good pictures though. Here comes Vanilla with a prey. Piper saw it, of course, but yeah, she wouldn't really give it to him. I guess she is trying to learn him stuff, because we soon found out it's a he. Not much bigger than his small dad when he was fully grown. But good genes, I suppose. This mother and father, he's gonna live a long time, I hope. Great white egret heron flying over the stream in the middle of the valley. And now look at Piper up there, experience his skills. This was a really fun moment. Now he knew that he could catch prey. He was trying with the little smaller ones first. Here a crow. He chased it for over 3 minutes. Here's a little part of it. He wouldn't give up. Now when I look at this, a year later after I took the video, I notice a lot of mistakes I did. When you're shooting a video with a common camera, you have to make sure where you have the exposure compensation. Okay, here's a juvenile marsh harrier. We call it brunkärrök, a brown harrier. There were so many mistakes I did last year. But so it was a lot of editing. But I guess it become pretty okay. This is a grey flycatcher, not that common here in the south of Sweden. It was there for several weeks, 4 or 5 of them. And here is the more common European flycatcher, a female. And here, the only time I've seen it in the valley, it's a Montagus Harrier, probably on his way down south. Okay, what have we got here? It's vanilla. You can see it on the white spots under the wings. Oh yeah, this was a nice moment. The whole family was flying up over the valley. I wish I would have zoomed out a little bit, so I got the whole family. And here, the kestrel again, close by, sitting there, watching for grasshoppers and stuff. And now, please enjoy this sparrowhawk sitting there close to a very small stream. It's going from the observation hill down to the stream in the middle. It went down there, taking a bath. Quality is horrible. So much wrong things I did with exposure, compensation and stuff, but a very memorable moment. There's a picture of her. Okay, we're in the late summer now. The cranes were gathering to go down south. Very beautiful in the sky. Piper, what are you up to doing now? Oh yeah? Trying to catch a bigger prey? No more leaves? Okay. Your first bigger prey, I suppose. This was really fun to watch. I'm glad I got it on film. It's one thing to catch a prey, but how do my parents do landing with it? I guess I have to try. And yeah, he did it. And up here, as my friend said, it's a silver rain in the sky. Lots of gulls. Okay, here we got the smaller deers also becoming in heat in a short time, trying to improve at each other. Here is Piper up to the right and his mother down to the left in the vanilla tree, and vanilla is lifting up. You remember the stream down in the middle of the valley? She saw something there. In the middle of the valley there's big trees, so I couldn't follow it. But Piper was following. They caught nothing. And here they flew away very beautifully. And here's a picture of it. This is autumn coming. Not so much heat in the air, disturbing the photos and films. Very beautiful light, late afternoon. Look at this white-tailed eagle. And here, a common buzzard coming right towards me. It was hard winds. I have lowered down the speed to 0.5. Not really okay by me, but I wanted to show you anyway because it was beautiful. And here down in the stream, close to the road, the great egret catching prey. And of course I have to take a film of the red kites, especially this one, Berra, the biggest one I ever seen. And this is the black woodpecker. I don't really know what it's called in English. We call it spillkråka in Swedish. They were always around, and also the green woodpecker and the common big woodpecker, and here a beautiful, really big red deer. Okay, this was Ernie, I suppose, coming right over our heads, flying over the valley to the other side. It's autumn now, and the leaves have changed colors, and everything was really beautiful. And this was when I really understood how nice it was filming with my camera. Yes, about all these white-tailed eagles. Late autumn, lots of them were coming from the north. Here's a really nice video I took of them. And here Piper is flying behind the ridge over at his side of the valley, and I guess you can see how much he's screaming all the time, for prey. His parents was away a lot, and I was beginning to fly away with them for longer and longer time. And here, atop of the ridge, the whole family is sitting in the emperor's trees. We call them härskarträden, because there they got a full view over their whole territory. Piper to the left, Vanilla to the right, always screaming. And this, it was so special. Just lifted up from the emperor trees, just flying away over to our side of the ridge, of the valley, I mean. Came really close, took a look at us. Flying away of his own, without the parents. Not so far, but it was beautiful to see. Okay, another white-tailed eagle. And this is a pair, a couple that stays around in the valley, not so far from there, enjoying each other, screaming in the air. Very beautiful. And suddenly, in Piper's favorite dead tree, there were 3 white-tailed eagles. Well, Piper wasn't around at the time, so I guess Vanilla was okay with it. But there became much more moments when she was not so okay with the white-tailed. This was also very special. A big red deer becoming in heat. Very protecting of a fallow deer, the smaller ones. A newborn. He was really confused. What am I gonna do? I can't protect him, and I suppose the parents were around. Anyway, he decided to leave. Very beautiful. And the foxes, a couple They were around, always. Not so often we saw them, but they were around. This one is a male, I think. As I said in the beginning, they were often coming very close. This is Ernie flying by. It was like we were a part of the nature there. They didn't bother. And the golden eagles, white-tailed eagles, I mean, they're not so bothered at all. Yes, of course, when you're coming close to the nest, always keep good distance. But the golden eagles is much more... I don't know what to say, but please take care. A younger white-tailed eagle sitting on a pole. Okay, here we got Vanilla. She looks determined. To do what? Yeah, chasing away a white-tailed eagle. Came too close to her youngster. Winter time is beginning, and here is the bigger grey shrike. always coming in the winter. Very beautiful. Okay, here we got vanilla again. Really full in the stomach. Landing in the emperor's tree. And this is special. This is Ernie making a song flight or display flight for his girlfriend Vanilla. I didn't really know what I was seeing, but this is special. This is something not many people have seen golden eagles do. Especially not in Skåne, the very southern part of Sweden. It was so beautiful. She was sitting in the emperor's tree. He was just flying around doing this to impress her. Beautiful late afternoon light. The fallow deers, lots of them down in the valley, was playing around. And a white-tailed eagle came in the beautiful light. There's one of the golden eagles. Soon comes out in the beautiful light. Chasing a white-tailed. And look at this. That claw must have hurt the white-tailed. And this is Ernie coming towards me. always such a nice feeling when a golden eagle is flying by really close. And of course, some of the other residents, the pigs, the wild boars. You can see the ground. They probably were everywhere in the nighttime. I was never there in the nighttime, but you saw the marks of them, and sometimes you saw them as well. Some white-tailed eagles again, younger ones. Maybe siblings, I don't know. Playing or fighting. Beautiful to see anyway. And here beautiful piper flying around. By this time I was starting to use the crop video mode on my camera a whole lot more. Felt a little bit more steady with the camera on my tripod. So I'm here up at 2300 millimeter focal length. Here is flying by his parents. It's winter time. This was the day before Christmas, and I thank all of you who saw this whole video, and now there's only some selected photos from the year left.